Yo, what is going on, guys? We're back here today, and we'll be talking about LaMelo Ball. Yes, LaMelo Ball, obviously, everybody's talking about this man. He's pretty much, you could argue, stolen away the NBA Rookie of the Year from Tyrese Halliburton. Halliburton's been great, but he's coming off the bench, and he's missed a few more games, and LaMelo's leading his team to the playoffs. Let me hear your comments down below. Besides LaMelo Ball and Tyrese Halliburton, who do you think should be considered as NBA of the Rookie Year? And I want to get into this. So, look, in the last couple games, LaMelo Ball has just been playing phenomenally. And I'm not trying to dick ride or anything. And honestly, I've never been wildly a fan of LaMelo or like, I have followed him, obviously, because if you just haven't lived under a rock, you obviously know who LaMelo Ball is, and you've seen him grow up in front of us, in our eyes and stuff. And he's been pretty impressive. I've seen what he does, and I know what he's good at. He's a great passer. He has really high basketball IQ. He has a great physical profile, great frame, and he has all the tools to be a very successful NBA superstar. It's all about, like, if he had the maturity to do it. And it seems like he's a guy who his teams corral around. He's a leader of men. And being only 19 years old and have that ability to do that is incredible. Kid's 2 years younger than me, and I don't even feel like I could do that if I was like leading people. I mean, in a life or death situation, maybe. But either way, he's shooting 38% from three. I want to say the fact that he's shooting 38% from three on 5 attempts a game is pretty crazy, because this was one of his biggest knocks coming in, especially if you saw him play New Zealand. He was not a guy who was good. Like, he played in the Australian New Zealand Basketball League, and he was just not really like good at shooting. He didn't look good, and I think that was because I don't think it felt like he didn't belong there. Like, everyone didn't want him there, but they did want, like, the league wanted him there, but like, I don't think his teammates and stuff, he was just there, like a commodity, I feel like, for the team, just to get the hype and make money off of it. But it wasn't really for the successor. I feel like you can't really make chemistry there, but he's making chemistry with everybody on their team. And this team is actually, want to say, James Borrego has done a great job, like, with this roster. The fact that they're not special at anything, like, you could argue that they're okay at offense. They're 14th for points scored in a game with 112, and their offensive rating's 15th best with 112 as well. And their defensive rating is 17th with 112, and their opponent's points scored per game is 112. So they score about the same points they allow. Pretty mediocre team. Really, the thing that's awesome about this team is the transition and how good they're playing for being how young they are. Outside of Gordon Hayward, who's the only 30-year-old, you got Cody Zeller, Bismack Biyombo, Terry Rozier, who are really your only other veterans. Yeah, you could argue Devontae Graham, Caleb Martin, and Cody Martin are veterans, but they've been in the league for less than 4 years. So, and they haven't had any playoff experience. And the ability that you have right here, your third leading scorer is LaMelo Ball. Terry Rozier moves over to shooting guard. He's on this off-ball role that he's playing phenomenal in. And Gordon Hayward's being the Swiss Army all-around guy. And LaMelo Ball's job is just to distribute and make good plays. And the best part about it is his turnover per games are 2.8, which he's a rookie. And if you look at his 36 minutes numbers, they're 3.5, which isn't awesome, but it's good to know that his turnover ratio is 16.6, and that's, yes, around the same as the big men and like Miles Bridges and PJ Washington. Unlike if you look at like Terry Rozier, who's 10%, but it's a start. You know, he's a rookie. That's something where he'll be able to work his way up. But I feel like what makes LaMelo great, not only like his assists and him getting rebounds, like, he basically averages like 7, 7, and 16 if you just round it up. And it's incredible that he does that at just 19 years old, because he's just obviously going to improve on that. But what it does is he elevates his team. These stats don't show, but you can definitely say Terry Rozier is playing some of his best basketball of his career since LaMelo Ball has came here. Gordon Hayward is having a career resurgence. He took a backseat in Boston, and if LaMelo, he feeds off of LaMelo. Like LaMelo, obviously is like doesn't commands attention of the defense, but doesn't always command a lot of attention. But then when he does command attention, it opens up his teammates. And when his teammates are commanding attention, such as Gordon Hayward and Terry Rozier, LaMelo Ball can score. And you know, obviously he does play with Devontae Graham and Malik Monk. Sometimes it's more. I've seen him most of the time when I've been watching him lately is on the floor with Hayward and Rozier more often than not. Just that's what I've seen. But in the last 10 games, he's been playing phenomenal, averaging 19 points, getting 2 steals a game, almost 1.7 steals, half a block a game, 7 assists a game, almost 6 rebounds a game, shooting 81% from the charity stripe, and then shooting 44% from 3 and 48% from the field. That's incredible to see that. And I think underrated part about it is like LaMelo Ball is a really good defender. He's a plus defender. He's getting 1.6 steals per game. He's getting about a half block a game for the season. And he's a guy who uses his length. He uses his long, lanky arms to get in the way of passing lanes, intercept the ball like a safety, or to swat it down. And it's just incredible what he's been able to do at such a young age. That's all. I feel like I've been rambling. Pretty stoned. Till next time, guys. Peace out.